Test, test. Hi, welcome. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. All right, Haley, I'm all ready for you. Right this way, love. Okay, I have a question to ask for your permission real quick, once you take a seat. I wanted to know if I can record our consultation and use it for training purposes for my girls. It just stays in-house. Thank you.
Project on your hands.
What was that?
I said, well, you do have a project on your hands.
Oh, well, I'm excited to hear all about it. I'm excited. So, oh man, what was I going to say? Especially because you're a first-time guest, I feel like this is a great opportunity to just do all the things, really get into it. So, let me open up your client notes. Okay, so how did you hear about me or us? You've been here before.
Yeah, I went actually just for a haircut.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, now that I'm more postpartum, like time away, I have time to do some dye.
Okay. How far postpartum?
Almost 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 months.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then how did you find us originally? Do you know? Or do you remember?
I don't remember. I think I found you, and then I found the shop.
Oh, maybe.
I thought I saw that you had somewhere else in Marietta.
Oh yeah, a long time ago.
Okay, I don't know. I went on this late night deep dive, doom scrolling.
Okay, well, cool.
So I think it was probably, I have no idea, Instagram maybe.
Yeah. How long ago do you know?
It was right before I booked.
Oh, okay.
Her, whenever,
Yeah.
18 months ago, I guess.
Yes, my Instagram's pretty chaotic, so it draws a lot of attention. So it is what it is. Okay, so you found me on Instagram. You've seen Brittany for a haircut. You're 4 months postpartum. Oops, my notes went away. Okay, so before we get into what we want to do today, I want to know a little bit about your hair history. So when was your last hair service, other than the haircut? Prior to that?
I don't know if I got it dyed when I was pregnant. I don't think I did. So right before pregnancy, I think.
Okay.
So maybe it'd be over a year ago.
Okay. Do you remember what you did with the hair color?
The highlights.
Just highlights.
Yeah, whatever it's grown down to, so like this.
Do you know, did they use a base color in between to cover gray or anything, or was it just highlights against your natural hair color?
I think she did put a base on there.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't have as many grays back then, so we didn't really talk about that. But I think she did so I was trying to. We're trying to reach towards my natural root color.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she did try to put a full thing in.
Okay. Good to know. Tell me about what you want done today.
That's what I kind of wanted to pick your brain about.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go towards just my full root color, all the way down. But then I started getting grays, and then my hair's pretty stringy and greasy looking even after I literally get out of the shower, and it looks piecey, and I have to put dry shampoo in.
Can you tell me what shampoo and conditioner set you're using right now? Do you know
Right
anything that
now-
you love or you're super stoked about, or kind of just
About the shampoo?
Yeah, kind of info.
It's called Pure Door.
Okay.
And it has like apple cider vinegar, amla, I think a couple other things in there that's supposed to help with thickening and cleansing and stuff.
Okay.
And I feel like I've used that for quite a while now.
So what it sounds like is you're using that shampoo and conditioner. I don't know how to spell, apparently. Hold on. You're using that shampoo and conditioner set because you value the holistic properties of it.
Yeah,
Is that what you're looking for specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. Before I get into it, are you open to my professional recommendations?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to introduce you to this line. It's called Euphora.
Okay.
Euphora is all holistic. They are aloe-based. They're a waterless hair care. They're very low on the carcinogen scale. They're very low in toxicity comparative to other lines that are out there, but their performance is extremely high.
Okay.
No artificial fragrances. I'm very, very sensitive to artificial fragrances and toxic ingredients. I react immediately. So it's important to me that I'm exposing myself to something very safe consistently, and then offering that to my guests as well. So that's a preface for the whole line. Okay. They're out of Carlsbad here, and they have a great reputation. Okay. They're phenomenal. I've been using them. Actually, my mom's been using them for almost 30 years. And then when I opened a salon, I started using them, brought them in maybe 6 or 7 years ago. So does very, very well for us and our clients. So, okay. Then your washing and styling routine, you're washing how often?
Probably once a week.
Okay. And why is that? Any reason in particular?
I have to wait till my husband gets home to do my hair wash, honestly.
Okay.
So when he's home, I'm like, hey, it's hair wash day. So maybe twice a week if I'm lucky.
Okay.
It's probably maybe we'll say 5 days.
Okay. I am going to say we do have a free blowout. We can do a free blowout, but that's limited to 3. But we do a blowout membership. Okay. And you can come in up to 4 times a month and get a blowout. You can bring your baby with you.
Really?
Yes. I always say any child that's of nursing age, should be with their mom. Oh. So if you need to bring your baby with you, you should do that. It's when the children become a liability because they start running around or they're being disruptive or, you know what I mean? But we actually have a baby in here that works with us, and she's 5 months old now. Okay. And she's here every day. Her mom's here, and we all just take care of her, you know?
That. I think I saw that last time.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So if you need time to yourself, and it is time to yourself, but you need to bring your baby as well and get your hair washed. That's something to consider.
Yeah, being able to bring him is huge, actually.
Okay.
And he'd just be on me.
Yeah, of course.
He's usually fine.
Okay, so, and then what are you using after you wash? Anything out of the shower?
So dry shampoo.
Okay. And you mentioned that you're almost immediately greasy.
Yeah, I would so I do blow dry my hair because I blow dry my scalp at the very least.
Oh, very good.
Because I've noticed that I get I don't know if it's fungal.
It is.
Yeah, so I try to dry, especially the nape right back
Good.
here. Dry my scalp because I could tell I get more flaky and dandruff, so I dry that at least. And then it's already looking kind of PC and greasy. So then we'll say the next day or whatever, I put in some dry shampoo. Yeah. And then also I've tried this texturizing stuff that actually helps too to make it not look so piecey. And that's pretty much it.
I'm going to tell you 100% right now. There's 2 causes. Yeah. Or I'm sorry, there's 1 cause and there's 2 solutions. Okay. The cause is going to be the shampoo and conditioner that you're using right now.
I've tried so many different ones though, and this always happens.
I promise you. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Right.
So the ACV actually can over dry our scalp, number 1, and it doesn't actually balance our pH. So what happens is the fungus is never actually properly addressed. It's not actually cured. We carry the fungus, everybody does, but it just depends on the environment that we're providing on whether it's going to grow or not, right? So it's not actually a gross thing. It just depends on our specific chemistry. The shampoo and conditioner that I want to recommend for you is called Urgent Repair Shampoo and Conditioner. Oh my God. I'm actually putting an order in today. We sell it constantly. But like I said, it's aloe-based, waterless hair care. It has eucalyptus, peppermint oil, and the shampoo conditioner combination. It is so great for your skin and hair health, your scalp health. It will balance the pH. It does kill the fungus, especially if you're doing your responsible, due diligence and you're blow drying afterwards. Yeah. You should not have an issue with that.
Well, and it's gotten so bad lately. I don't know if it's just postpartum, but it's probably the worst I've ever had it.
Yep.
My scalp has been crazy flaky and I don't know.
Yeah, that's the fungus growth. Yeah.
I even sometimes use the metronide, whatever that Nizoral. Sometimes.
Is it medicated?
Yeah. So sometimes I use that. And
Okay.
then recently, because usually that works. So then that doesn't work this time around. So I've been using that on and off for years.
Sometimes we rebound harder though when we come back from that. Like
Yeah.
it's almost like our body, it kills it initially, but then our body comes back in overproduction.
Yeah.
You know, and it's almost like it's like a Band-Aid, you know.
Yeah.
It treats it immediately, but it doesn't make it go away forever.
Yeah.
Right.
So then I bought this, like, it's called Everyone, I think, but it's tea tree oil, peppermint, something. It's like it's liquid, so it says to put it on my scalp and then rinse it off in the shower, and that's actually the only thing that's somewhat calmed it down.
Okay.
So this is probably the best it's been. I was so flaky and so bad recently.
Okay.
And so that's why I'm hesitant to like go back to my roots because my hair's so dark. So then I'm like, are my grays gonna show and all this dandruff is gonna show? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I want to be like low maintenance, but then like
I can do that for you.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing that we want to address is your at-home routine care for the oily, right?
Yeah.
The shampoo and conditioner, and then
it's dry. My skin.
It's the fungus is eating the oil and the sebum from your scalp. Is really that's what it's breeding on.
But then my hair looks greasy. It's crazy because my scalp is so dry. My hair looks greasy.
So the fungus eats the sebum at the scalp. The rest of the sebum, because your hair is virgin from here down, it literally sits like encapsulates the hair shaft. So that's the combination of the issue that we're looking at right now. Not only that, the shampoo and conditioner that you're using may carry a very heavy lipid fat layer or base. It's supposed to make your hair feel initially softer, like when you use it. It's usually in conditioners. But that heavy lipid fat base actually it adheres to the hair shaft like floor polish. It's really crazy how heavy the compound is. And when that happens, it actually suffocates the cuticle and it doesn't allow our cuticle to open and close and breathe. And so that'll give us dry ends and it'll give us an oily scalp because the oil that our hair is naturally producing has nowhere to go. It doesn't penetrate into the hair shaft like it's supposed to when the cuticle opens. It just sits right on top and it makes us feel extra oily, unnecessarily, right? And then the fungus that we carry, it eats the oil and the sebum in our scalp in the follicle. Like, so we'd have like the dry scalp issue.
So crazy.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's how that balance all, that bioscience works. So you mentioned an oil treatment. I also have an oil called Beautifying Serum. It's a pure botanical oil extract, no carrier in it. It's high in antioxidants.
Okay.
I love it. I literally use it head to toe on everything. I put it on my kids' sunburns and rashes. I use it to prime my makeup. But that can be used as a very effective oil treatment for the scalp.
See, yeah, because that's what my mom was saying too. Like, I need to oil my scalp and then wash it. So, like, on the wash days, my husband comes home, I just throw oil in my hair and put a hat on.
Yeah,
try to,
rub
like,
it in.
hydrate,
Yes.
And then I wash at night.
Yep.
And
because there's no carrier, this oil actually absorbs into the hair and skin, and it feeds the necessary lipid layers of our hair, skin, and nails. So it's not something that you're gonna have to like really work to wash off, and it's not gonna create any additional physical barrier on your hair shaft. So those are some suggestions right there. I'm just gonna write that down. So for those three products, you're usually looking at about $100 for those three, maybe like 110, something like that. So just so you can anticipate if that's something you want to invest into. But let's talk about your hair color, because I was saying there's two solutions, one problem, two solutions. So, right, your at-home hair care routine, and then also highlights. One of the reasons that this is great is because it does rough the cuticle and it forces the cuticle open, allowing your hair to absorb that natural oil that we're producing. Just because I'm giving you highlights, let's say theoretically if I do, it doesn't mean that you have to have a heavy line of demarcation. It doesn't mean that I can't give you some kind of really nice blended shadow root, low maintenance.
Right.
We want to do it and consider it technically for the texture of your hair,
Yeah,
right? It also is going to give you
about.
more volume too.
Yes.
So that's something to consider. But as far as your total overall look, I can work that into whatever you decide, whatever is best for you. And then once we figure out what look we are going for, we do want to talk about your maintenance plan, because you were saying you're using the words low maintenance, right?
Yeah.
So do you have any inspo photos that you can show me?
I have some saved from like in the past, but I haven't looked at anything for
Okay.
this time. Let me see actually what I have saved. Just because I wanted to go just my roots down, but then like I said, now I'm scared after that's happening. I don't know. Like, this is what I've had saved on my Pinterest from
Oh,
in
it's
the
gorgeous. Yeah.
But-
Let me look at your eyes. Hold on 1 second. Can I see your eyes? Okay, show me that photo again. Yes.
Past. Really?
Oh my God, yeah.
It's not too dark.
That's a natural mahogany. You have such
and then some red though.
well, it's mahogany. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it has warmth and red in it.
But that's what I'm afraid of. That I was wanting to go more red last time with her, and then I feel like it turns orangey.
Okay, so that's because she used a permanent on you and not a demi.
Okay.
That was the first mistake.
Okay.
The permanent actually, it exposes the underlying tones, the natural levels of lift, which is our melanin inside the hair shaft. So we deposit that artificial color molecule on top of it, but once that starts fading and coming off, all of those warm undertones become exposed.
Yeah.
So for that specific look, and your hair texture specifically, because you do have a fine hair fabric,
Yes.
a hair shaft.
Yeah.
I would use a demi. It's going to live like a permanent. It's going to have that longevity. I can cover
I
gray
will,
with
okay,
it.
'cause I
Yes.
think that's why I told her to do permanent last time.
Yeah, most
because-
stylists don't understand they don't know how to
Okay.
really choose the right between permanent and demi.
Okay.
So if you're looking for longevity, it's going to give it to you,
Okay.
but we are not going to have those underlying
Washed
tones
out.
exposed.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do think that we should at least do a series of highlights on the top. I don't have to make them super bright. I can cover them completely if we wanted to, but I really want to try it for, you're like, no, don't cover them completely. Okay. We want dimension, right?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
That's my issue. That's why, like, we haven't talked about cut yet, but I'm like, I feel like it's like, I feel like we just did a train with her, and I feel like I should have probably cut more because it did have some volume a little bit, but I still think it's like heavy and like flattening
weighing
here.
down. Okay.
So like dimension 100%.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, let's do that, and that'll accentuate the haircut. We can give you some more layers for some weightlessness.
Yes.
Do you mind if I touch your hair? Can I touch your hair? I just want to feel the density and stuff. Okay, here, I'm gonna turn this just so it can see me. Okay. So, oh, you have great density.
It's thick back there.
I
Back
love
there,
it.
but not.
No,
here.
it is thick. It's thick everywhere. Okay, so here's the thing. It's all about the way it's cut. I'm going to tell you that right now. Once we give you that weightlessness up
Like
here,
back there, it's
you're
good.
going to feel the density of it. You'll be like, oh yeah, it is so much thicker. Yeah, I really love your density. You have great density. Cool. I do love that like rich mahogany that you chose. I think it's great for your skin tone.
Okay.
You have a very low depth blue eye, which is phenomenal. It's going to complement that color palette very, very well. I also noticed that you have that brown speck in your eye as well. Oh my gosh, just a dream. It's like they're gonna pop like crazy. So I think it's perfect. Rarely do I have clients come in here and they're like, I want this, and I'm like, that's exactly the color for you,
really?
like 100%.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. So, okay,
But
so
can we keep it like? Is that darker than my roots now, or I feel like that's more like?
I will show you. Okay, so what we're talking about as far as darker than the roots now and maintenance. Okay, so a color like that, even though there's red in it, it's a cool toned brown. So what we're seeing in there is actually purple.
Yeah.
It's a mahogany is purple based.
Yeah.
So yes, we have the reds, but it's a cool red.
Okay.
And so when we're talking in terms of cool tones, they reflect light a lot less than warm and bright tones, right? So it could specifically be the same level as what you have right now, not
Yeah,
necessarily
absolutely.
lighter or darker. It's just shifted on the color palette, and if it's shifted cooler, then it's gonna feel a little darker. So I can do a level, I can color match for you too. It looks like you're probably a solid level 5, maybe a 6, but if I were to put a 5 mahogany on you, it is gonna feel a little darker just because it's absorbing light instead of reflecting it. So, but as far as maintenance is concerned,
Like, is the mahogany gonna be the highlight, or is it gonna be all?
it's all a mahogany color palette.
Okay.
It's just different variations of
Oh,
light
I
and
see what you
dark.
mean.
Yes.
Okay.
So as far as maintenance is concerned, the regrowth, if you're looking just for like a one color regrowth root retouch, that's with me, it's about 180, 190. Or I can save your formula and we can book you with somebody else that I've trained, and there can start at like 125, 110, something like that. And that would be great every 8 weeks possibly, but we're gonna have to consider that we eventually wanna incorporate those highlights back in. For dimension. We could do that like every other service, every 3 services, something like that. But I would recommend considering like an 8 to 10 week, no longer than 10 weeks, for a color refresh of some kind, either a root retouch or like an all over color refresh.
Okay.
So, and that would, let's see here. Okay, so let me put together a investment total for you right now. I'm going to use the shampoo and conditioner that I recommended for you. I'm going to use that on you today. Okay. Even though I don't have the small ones in right now. Like I said, I'm making an order today for purchase, but I do have 2 brand new liters. If you're like, oh, I really just want, well, whatever, I want to go big, you can. If not, we'll get our order in on Wednesday. So, okay, so we want to do a haircut add-on. Let me remove that. So I'm going to leave you full basic color. I will do a foil add-on. If we're just doing like the top and temples, foil add-on starts at $115. Full basic color is $275. We're going to be doing a haircut add-on for $85. The thing we do want to account for though is additional chemical. I would assume that your additional chemical would probably come in somewhere around $90, something like that. But I track it per gram on my fun little app here, and we can see exactly what that'll be to the penny. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay, so signing in there. Okay. All right, so we track additional chemical here. This is your full basic color, your highlight add-on, your haircut add-on. Potentially could be 75, could be 110, something like that. But I'm thinking it'll be about $90. That would bring us to, that would be like $565 for your color service today. And then I do really want you to consider the take home, the shampoo conditioner at minimum, and potentially even that the oil as well. So that comes in about 110. So let me see too. And then for projection, if we're talking in terms of maintenance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks is the middle of September. So that's like, no, we don't want to go much past that. So that's something to consider too. I'm in the salon Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sounds like you work around your husband's schedule. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I'm still off right now. So
okay.
I think I'll be going back probably end of September anyway. So I think I'll still be off by then.
Okay. So where are you going back to? What do you do? Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. You'll probably want to have I guess it doesn't really matter as much as a nurse because you pull it back all the time.
I'm more worried about like cut for when I go back to work just because I throw it up anyway.
Okay.
But, yeah.
And if you need to bring your baby too during an appointment, you can do that. So that'll give you more flexibility. Yeah. Okay. So that's middle of September projection. I'm going to go back to our appointment for today. Oh my God, what am I doing? Okay.
And then would only be 180-ish or?
Yeah, something like, If we're just doing a root retouch, that's to consider. If we're doing a cut add-on, I don't charge $85 for a trim for a cut that I've already done.
Okay.
When I do a first-time cut, I look at all the details, but once the frame is there, if we're keeping maintenance,
Okay.
if we're keeping maintenance under 3 months, I can add that onto a color. Okay. Yeah. So what was I saying? The only other thing you want to consider though is, even if we're not doing highlights, if you want the color to be refreshed from roots to ends, you are looking at a full color, like 275. So.
In September, you mean?
Yeah, if
Okay.
you want to do a
Yeah,
full color instead of just a root retouch kind of thing. So that's like your projection right there. Okay. All right, girls. So I think we have you all set for today. Took some good notes. I'm going to go get a color book. We're going to nail down a color. I'll write your formula down and we'll get that started. Sweet. Okay.
How long do you think this is all going to take?